Greetings, chess players, and welcome to the New Year's Eve Blitz Chess Extravaganza. We are getting ready for tournament number 1. Again, the way the game works, looks like we have 150 players in tournament 1. If you signed up, you get yourself a raffle ticket. For every win, you get an additional raffle ticket. We will play 3 Blitz tournaments in a row. After the 3rd Blitz tournament, then we will have a raffle, and I will give away 10 gift cards for $30 in chess equipment. The tournaments are free. To join, all you have to do is go to dailychessmusings.com, fill out the form, follow the instructions, and jump right in. Very, very simple. It's free. Hopefully you're also subscribed to our YouTube channel. Go ahead and do that. I am live on YouTube streaming this fun event. Each Blitz tournament will be 5 rounds. So let's see. We should be starting momentarily. I'm just checking to make sure everything's working. Yep, looks like we are good. Looks like we are golden. So again, this is the Daily Chess Musings Chess Club New Year's Blitz Chess Extravaganza. We are one of the fastest growing chess clubs on chess.com. Go to dailychessmusings.com. Quickly register. We have, if you can't get in the 4 o'clock Pacific time tournament, we have one at 5 and one at 6. All 3 will be 5 rounds, 5-minute Blitz chess events. You get a raffle ticket just for entering. Then you get 1 additional raffle ticket for every win. After the 3rd one, about 7 p.m., we'll do our raffle, and 7 p.m. Pacific time, I will announce our New Year's Eve Blitz Chess Extravaganza winners, who can pick anything they want from the Daily Chess Musings merchandise section of dailychessmusings.com, which includes everything from American chess equipment. So our game should be starting. No games in progress. Starts in 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And let's see our games. I should start seeing some games, and then I will... Here we go. Let's check in on... we've got some high-rated players. Great. And some big discrepancies early on. Let's check in on Chess Ninja versus Ronsdale. Let's see what's happening here. So e4, e6, d4, d5, French defense, e5, advanced French defense, early queen b6. Ronsdale is a 23-29 rated chess player. One of the stronger players in the Daily Chess Musings Club on chess.com. And Chess Ninja is a frequent player in our events. So probably white's going to castle maybe. I can commentate is what I figured out live on these Blitz games because, oh no, he plays queen d2. That's a mistake. Bishop comes to b4, can cause you some, oh, there it comes. Bishop b4, causing problems. See, castle, castle early. Knight c3 looks like it stops it, but now queen a5 is going to add to that pressure. And you're playing against a 2300 rated chess player. No, you know, that works too. That works too. I was expecting the queen a5 direct approach, but the rook c8 certainly works. Are we going to see the queen a5? Let's see. White finally castles, gets out of that, got out of that double pin. That's what I like to refer to these things as, because the bishop is pinning the knight to the queen, but if the king's behind it, then it's really pinning the knight to the queen to the king. It's like dominoes. Sounds like my kids are a little upset in the other room. So probably fx e3, queen x e3. Nope, nope, nope. If I'm black here, knight f5. Ooh, knight g6. Interesting. I would have probably played knight f5, improving the knight attacking the queen. Hey, you know, interesting. Even though black's a 23-29 blitz player, missed some key moves here. Probably could have won this knight when it was pinned. Probably could have. I will look back at that later on if we have time and find out. But white is holding their own. Chess Ninja 07, good job. Rook takes c3. Rook takes c3 probably. Yep, bishop takes c3. Queen. Now we've got ourselves an open c file. Maybe queen d2. Okay, that works too. You want to be able to support your rook going to c1 if you're white. Make sure you keep a rook in the open file. I'm going to go ahead and, well, I'm going to try and flip the slide off because I've been, you know, I like, you know, when I'm playing speed chess or when I'm watching it, I like just being, having the screen be illuminated. It's been a long day, followed by a, you know, the end to a long year. Queen d8. Ronsdale's playing some interesting moves here. Not really, I think there's a lot of room for improvement despite their rating being so high in Blitz. Very interesting. And as I said, you know, Chess Ninja, I think their rating's a little low for their overall skill level. Junior Patzer comments, wow, Chess Ninja is playing really well. Of course. This is a club that is full of strong, up-and-coming superstars.
Kamalmanati points out that people who are playing the game can listen to what you're saying about their game.
Yeah, but there's a delay. There's a delay between what's happening in YouTube. What he's seeing is already occurred. So I feel safe commentating. I think the delay is maybe 20 seconds or something. So if people are waiting, and second of all, I've been talking about, you know, possibly what people should be doing, and nobody's been taking my suggestions, which is perhaps a good thing. Who knows? Epic Chessmaster 99 says, I feel like a lot of people here are better than their rating says. Yep. Megan's adjusting the screen. Ah, perfect. Thank you. That was my beautiful wife and show producer, Megan.
I think all they saw was my arm and shoulder, honey.
Well, your arm and shoulder are very pretty. Are we going to see the top-rated player in the tournament? Yes, you are allowed to play all 3 tournaments if you want to. I saw that question. So I'm actually, I could go and look at, I can't really look at the YouTube comments because, well, I probably could if I was.
If you click away, it'll take you
Yeah.
the board off and show.
I know, but what I was thinking is maybe I can like push them to the side a little bit.
I can open them up on your phone.
Oh, that might be a little. I suppose that works. Royal Knight went offline. Uh-oh. He's one of our regulars. I wonder if he went offline on purpose. Getting down to just a minute in round 1, tournament 1. If you're just joining us, we are live broadcasting from the Daily Chess Museum. Ah, wonderful. Okay, can you get rid of that little thing on the bottom, the little warning thing, so I just see? Megan's
that'll go up as the chat goes.
Oh,
that
okay.
won't be there the whole time.
So I will be able to comment on the chat as well. I'm just watching it on the my phone, the YouTube chat, and if I'm going to be doing that, I'll probably want my phone charger, which is in the other room. Royal Knight came back. Super. Elliot Brown, one of our top Canadian players, is online. Again, I don't think I finished my thought, but we are watching live the Daily Chess Musings Blitz, not Halloween, New Year's Eve Blitz Chess Extravaganza.
Not like that move. Oh, good.
Ooh. This is a tense finish. I really like Black's position, but time could be a factor. If White does enough pre-moves, and they are good ones, he could still flag Black. But he fought very well. No more checks. Royal Knight has a lot of fans on the YouTube chat. We'll have to check in on one of his games in a little bit. And that's it. Good game. Good game, you two. Ronsdale, Chess Ninja, Ronsdale. The ratings favorite pulls out when things get tense. Pulls ahead, which is, kind of what we would expect. The experience that comes with that rating certainly comes into play. Megan? Megan? I'll just say, yes, I'm still here. I don't know what that was popping up.
What?
Something popped up over here and said, are you still there? So I just said yes. I have no idea what it was, but you were out of the room, so.
I don't know what it was either. So.
That worries me. Okay, let's see. Let's look at some other games. It's round 2 of 5. Let's look at, we've got a long list of games. Who should I look at? Let's look at D. Ragoon versus Vinyup. Vinyup 972 versus D. Ragoon. Let's check in and see what's going. We got, we got the Statford Gambit to start off. That's always a fun opening choice. It looks like it's not working out so great for white right now. Holy moly, does black have some? Yep. And now maybe knight takes h3, double check. Double checks are beautiful because it takes away, yep, there it is. This should finish up real pretty. We got here just in time. Double checks are extremely powerful because the only way you can get out of them is by moving, whereas normal checks you can obviously move, block, or capture what is checking you. And queen takes h3 should do it. Very nice. Very nice finish to that game. Let's go to a different game real fast. I'm going to bounce around different rating levels, different players, because I want to give everybody a little bit of time on the big show. If you're joining us right now, we are live streaming the New Year's Eve Blitz Chess Extravaganza Tournament 1. You still have time to join Tournament 2 or Tournament 3. It's free, and you could win some valuable chess prizes. I'm giving away $300 in chess prizes. We're finishing 2020 on a high note. So this game started off as a Spanish 4 knights, which makes sense when you look at the position we're in. Although, yeah, the pawn being here is kind of interesting. That's a little uncommon. Bishop takes, yeah. I am a little worried about this rook lining up with the queen in the d file. That looks a little... Hello, Kermit, I see you on the YouTube chat. I've got a couple different chats I'm watching. I'm watching the chat in the chess.com on the games and I'm watching the YouTube chat, so we can have a little bit of fun. If you have a question for me or anything you'd like to talk about. Oh, let me, first of all, let me remind you that we want to keep things family friendly. And if I find anything kind of offensive, you're going to get muted or kicked off. And you should not be chatting to your opponents during the games. I don't want to see that at all. So no chatting with your opponents during the games. But other than that, we're here to have fun. We're actually getting close to... no problem, Ian Manadar. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. This has been a really brutal year. Harder for me than most, but not as hard as some. And I want to finish it on a high note with chess. And that's what we're doing. But you can do me a favor. Tell your friends to join the broadcast. And tell your friends to like and subscribe to our channel. We're getting close. We're getting close to 2,000, but I think maybe, we're like 100 away. Maybe we can even push it and get 2020 in 2020, right? Let's get 2,020 subscribers tonight. Let's see if we can do that, ladies and gentlemen. Let's push the numbers up. I'm not sure how many we have in this room. Looks like we got 46 people in the room. If you tell your friends and they tell their friends, we're there. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. Rook takes queen, yeah. And then it should just be a technique here. You just want to use good technique, not make a big mistake, try and trade the rook, eat up some pawns. Game over. But let's watch. Let's switch to another game then. A little bit something that's a little more exciting. This is very lopsided now. When things get terribly lopsided, I'll go ahead and make a switch. Let's look at Jama 6 versus... Oh, we already saw Chess... Well, you know what? Chess Ninja's getting a lot of love tonight. We'll go look at this one. Chess Ninja's going to win this game. We just saw Chess Ninja play extremely well in round one and didn't get a win for it. And looks like well on his or her way to get a win in round two. Discovered check. I don't know. What should we do here? Is maybe bishop c7 makes sense, because then you're like on this diagonal, right? You're cutting the king off. That might make good sense. Did the game stop? Nope. Chess Ninja's just thinking. Chess Ninja's just thinking. No, he goes a different route. See, I think I would have put my bishop on c7, because it cuts off, it controls two squares right around the king here. And then you're threatening, he's still threatening the checkmate here. So bishop better take the knight. Yep, otherwise you're going to get checkmated. And then pawn takes f, yeah, fx e4. What do you do here as white? I mean, sure, you could try and, oh, nope. That's not a good idea. Bishop's just going to eat that rook, and then this one's far too lopsided. Or you can go that route. Clearly, Chess Ninja, sometimes, with bishops you don't see. Yeah, Varun, you can join. Join tournament number 2. We're going to have one tournament from 4 to 5, so really 4 to 4:50. You get a break. Another tournament from 5 to 5:50, and another tournament from 6 to 6:50, and then the raffle. You might win some prizes. Definitely join. It's free. And he says the layout seems off by a bit on the live stream. Let me check my OBS window real fast here. Yeah, it's off by a little bit. Thanks for letting me know that. Sometimes it glitches. Megan will fix that for us real fast. Yeah, we like to have the board nice and big. Broken in half like that. I don't know why OBS switches sizes on us so often, but it'll just
get rid of the bar while I'm at it.
The bar?
The computer bar.
That's okay. You can leave the computer bar. That's fine.
Better?
Yeah, that's wonderful. All right, thanks for letting me know. Anytime you guys see my windows get messed up a little bit, go ahead and let me know, and we'll correct it real fast. OBS does some stuff occasionally, just randomly. It's a good product. Let's see, who's still playing? Who's still playing? We're round 2 of 5. Let's look at the Little Petey versus Lucky LOL. Ooh, it's a king and queen endgame. Fun stuff. Queen g5. You interpose the check, you force trade queens, and then you can advance your pawn. But you only got 5. Come on. You gotta. Uh-oh. Looks like their internet connection got really weak. Oh, no. Internet, that's a bummer when your internet peters out at the most critical time. Megan's posting the link so you know where to sign up. We would love more. Like I said, tell your friends. If you play in just one tournament, you automatically get a raffle ticket. If you play in 3 tournaments, you automatically get 3 raffle tickets. If you win, for every game you win, you get a raffle ticket. And then I'm giving away 10 $30 gift certificates tonight. Let's see what we got here. It's round 3 of 5. Let's look at Vedant Bhatia, GM versus Ronsdale. We already saw Ronsdale. Let's look at Bismarck versus Sun Tzu Lombardi. Here we go. This is going to be a good one. It's Bismarck versus Sun Tzu Lombardi. Wow, this started off as a closed Sicilian, but then we're seeing a same side pawn storm. That's risky business. Pawn storming with the pawns that are supposed to be protecting your castled king. So Bismarck is going all out for this win. And Sun Tzu Lombardi's probably wondering, what the heck? With all this pressure. I see a lot of interesting moves for white. Saving the rook was with all the pressure, I might have taken the knight g4, but when you look at the rating difference, then rook b1, the safe choice, probably makes the most sense. Unlisted Go is playing Royal Knight. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Those are two of my regulars. Once again, you are watching our live broadcast of the 2000. We're saying goodbye to 2020 with a New Year's Eve Blitz chess extravaganza. If you are a chess player of any skill level and want to come and participate in the fun, do it. Just go to dailychessmuseums.com. The link is in. The link to the tournament application is in our chat. The Daily Chess Museums Club on chess.com is one of the fastest growing, and it's chock full of up-and-coming talent. My channel on YouTube, I used to be a highly sought-after coach before pandemic. I actually got the COVID virus, got very sick, nearly died in the hospital, and have been volunteering my time teaching chess on this channel while I'm healing and trying to stay positive. Because just because the year's changing doesn't mean we're out of the woods, guys. This is a dangerous, dangerous time we're in. So let's bring some light to this dark winter by having fun playing chess. So little bit of hope here. If Bismarck, nope, he saw his queen was under threat. I was gonna say, sometimes even strong players make ridiculous blunders. Bismarck's playing a good game of chess, though. Very aggressive style late in the opening, but then settled down and is playing high pressure, putting a lot of pressure on black, but not taking unnecessary risks. Let me check my OBS windows again just to make sure I'm happy. I am happy. Good. All right. We are happy. Check the YouTube. Winter Bear says, my opponent isn't making their move. Well, that's going to be a problem for them. That's going to be a problem for them. This is Blitz chess. If your opponent is dawdling, then that's a real problem. Sun Tzu Lombardi's played a pretty good game. I mean, considering we're looking at almost 1,000 point rating discrepancy between these two, he's doing good. Thank you for playing, Sun Tzu Lombardi. I love your name, by the way. Sun Tzu is the author of The Art of War, and Vince Lombardi was one of the greatest football coaches of all time. So I have a feeling Sun Tzu Lombardi is really into strategy in strategy games. Once again, this is the Daily Chess Musings New Year's Eve, not Halloween. See, it's been a long day. I did a chess camp all morning and all afternoon. We launched Coach Jay's Chess Hoots product live. I've been working late nights. You can check out those other videos on our channel. We had who do we have? We had a woman international master, Rochelle Wu. She's only 14. We had Coach Jay, Francisco Anchando showed us the magic games of Mikhail Tal. We had Tatev Abrahamian. Whoa, Tatev Abrahamian joined us for 2 one-hour lessons. If you haven't seen Tatev teach or commentate, you're missing out. She is very knowledgeable and just a real great presenter. Oh, we also had FIDE Master James Eade join us during the chess camp, of course. He's the guy who wrote Chess for Dummies, one of the best-selling chess books of all time. It was a fun camp. Okay, so Bismarck beats Sun Tzu, which is kind of what we figured would happen. Let us go to a different game then. It's the New Year's Eve Blitz Chess Extravaganza. Let's see. Fearless Warrior versus Thunder Lee. So Fearless Warrior has a Blitz rating of 949, Thunder Lee 1239, but you never know. You never know. Some people normally play on other servers more or play different time controls more frequently, and so never, don't change your style of chess. Don't underestimate your opponents just because their rating's low. Eaton got a draw against a 2000. Congratulations, Eaton. Way to go. He was 1387. And Bismarck's in our chat too. This is great. You guys are in our chat on YouTube. You're playing here. We're figuring it out. Certainly going much smoother, knock on wood, than the Halloween. I had a lot of fun on Halloween. We did this on Halloween. But we're, I'm learning as I go. It's all about improving, learning from your mistakes, whether it's chess or running tournaments and streaming them live. Anything. It's okay to make mistakes. Everybody's going to do it. Especially in Blitz chess. I mean, we're here to have fun. If you lose your game, oh well, it's all right. As I said, even if you lose all your games that you played in 3 tournaments, you'll still get 3 raffle tickets and you might win. It's a random drawing. Tell your friends. Get your friends. Let's see, what round are we in now? I'm trying to remind myself. We are in... It disappeared on my screen. We're still in Tournament 1, I know that. And it's 432, and so Tournament 1 could go to 450. So you have plenty of time to join It's round 3 of 5. There we go. We are in round 3 of 5, so tell your friends, get online, and join. Friends don't let friends not play Blitz chess on New Year's Eve? Let them know. And tell them to like and subscribe to our channel. I would love to get to 2020 in 2020. Wouldn't that be neat? All right, let's see. What other games do I have to show you guys? Let's look at Owie 12 versus the Little Petey. We got a Sicilian defense. Played a little funny, though. I mean, usually you don't get the isolated queen's pawn so fast. I like White's position here.
What did we do last time? $10, $30?
Yep, we're doing 10 $30 gift cards. And it's completely random. The more raffle tickets you get better chances, obviously. And you can win more than one prize. That's the other fun part. It didn't happen on Halloween, but it could happen. Somebody could win 10 prizes if, you know, but then everybody would be saying it's rigged. But it's not. It's completely random. What did you do last time, Megan? You put them in...
I took everybody who registered, and then every time they got a win or 2 draws, I gave them another entry and just lined them up, not in alphabetical order.
But how did you use it? In Excel or?
I used a random number draw.
Oh, just a random number generator. Yeah. Lined them all up, assigned every player 1 entry for registering and 1 entry per win. They got a number, and then
a number assigned to that, and then
a random.
I did a random drawing. This many numbers and in this range, and took the top 10.
No, we'll be drawing 10 tickets, Sanjay. 10 tickets for $30 a piece. So you can pick up any of the books that are on Daily Chess Musings merch section, or you can check out all the equipment at American Chess Equipment. Shelby, who owns American Chess Equipment, has always been very kind to me, and so I like to give him business whenever possible. It's been a rough year for people in the chess equipment business, because at first it seemed like they were all going to go out of business. To be brutally honest, I mean, the shutdown made the ordering of equipment disappear, and that's, you know, they make a big percentage of everything, their income, by selling tournament chess equipment. And if there aren't tournaments, nobody's buying tournament chess equipment. But then the Queen's Gambit thing happened on Netflix, and all of a sudden chessboards were the highest sought after items for the holidays. So what are your chess goals for 2021? Go ahead and answer that question in the chat. I'll read some of them off. Or chess predictions. You know what? We'll start with chess goals. Next tournament, we'll do chess predictions. If you have a goal in mind for 2021 in terms of chess, go ahead and type it. You know, actually doing that is a very good exercise, because it forces you to put in words and publicly declare your goal, which means you're more likely to achieve it. My goal for 2021 is to continue being awesome. growing daily chessmusings.com and our club and our YouTube page. Keep volunteering and running. I think I taught about 5,000 young people chess during a pandemic year. And I would like to maybe double that in the coming year. Let's see. Shreyak Parisha says to beat Eric Rosen. Ian Manadar, my chess goals are to study more chess and to start improving my endgame skills. Well, that's great because I'm going to start a new series on endgames, non-daily chess musings. Eaton wants to reach 1700 USCF. That's things will open up again, so keep studying because during the summer, I predict summer months of 2021, over the board tournaments are going to be returning everywhere, and then in the fall, a lot. Shreyek wants to beat Eric Rosen. I think I said that already. Sarbani is getting 1,000+ online rating. You can totally do that, Sarbani. You just got to keep working, keep studying. Let's see, where else should I go? Let's look at Lucky Ducky and Keb 2012. Lucky Ducky 1 and Keb 2012. Lucky Ducky's one of the ones who has sent us games to our show. Analyze that. I recognize their screen name and their photo. Keb 2012 is a heavy favorite in terms of rating, but not in terms of the position in this game. Can Lucky Ducky have the big upset? This would be a 600-point upset. But you can't just be winning. You have to actually win the game. A lot of lower-rated players will be winning during games. But to actually win the game, that's hard. Once again, you are watching the Daily Chess Musings live stream of our New Year's Eve Blitz chess tournament. You can join in. It's open to everybody. Lucky Ducky is playing very fast. Has the pawn advantage. Let's see if they have the technique to win this thing. So probably King D3, defends your pawn, get the rook away, and now you can start advancing. Maybe F4. Ooh, and the rook is stuck. Black's rook is in jail, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you're white, you're going to go here, there, or here, and scoot this pawn in, because your rook is keeping the king at bay and defending G3. Go, go. It looks like Lucky Ducky is going to win. It looks like we are about to witness a big upset. It's okay, you got the check. You got the check, my friend. Up, he didn't play the check. That's a little mistake. Could have played pawn G6 check. H6, got a runaway pawn here and got this one. Two pass pawns, very dangerous. Maybe put your king here, king E4. Do you care about this pawn? No, you don't. You play H7. We spent an hour today studying advanced rook and pawn endgame. And if you missed that lesson, you can see it. It's the segment I did with Coach Jay. The second segment we did Rook and Punt. Interesting. Oh, you gotta pre-move the whole way, man. You can still win this, but you gotta pre-move the whole way. Oh my. It's at least gonna be a draw, but yeah. Lucky Duck was that close. That close. Wow, that was a that was exciting. You know, on a different chess server, it is server based, and so you're no, it's your computer based, so you can actually make a whole bunch of moves without losing time. Chess.com is server based, so even if you pre-move, you lose just a teeny bit of time. But Lucky Duck could have done that. He actually could have pulled that checkmate off. And if you're playing Blitz frequently, you should set yourself up stuff like this to pre-move and be able to checkmate a computer in under 5 seconds with a king-queen versus king. Practice against the computer doing it. Learn when you can play a pre-move and when you can't. Let's see, we're wrapping up. This is the final round, right? This is round 5. So if you have a friend, tell them to join tournament number 2. Tournament number 2 starts at 5 p.m. All they have to do is go to dailychessmusings.com and register for the New Year's Eve Blitz Chess Extravaganza. Let me check my windows on OBS. Hey, we're still looking good. Awesome. Still looking good. Yeah, I went with the dark mode in the house. Not on chess.com, but just in my house. I flip the light off. I have, sitting in front of the, illuminated only by the light of the computer screen. This is the way I like to watch chess at night. When
light out.
Yeah, when Magnus is having what is he, Champions Tour, and games are in the middle of the night, this is what Coach Chris is doing. Hanging out. Watching chess, get exciting chess in the dark. By the way, I am Coach Tortoise on chess.com. If you want to send me a friend request, I accept almost all of them. Also, I am Tori's Chess on Twitter. At Tori's Chess, I believe, is my main handle. I also have a Coach Tortoise one on Twitter. Also, we are on Facebook, Daily Chess Musings. Chris Tori's Daily Chess Musings Club on Facebook. I post a lot of fun stuff there if you're on Facebook. Chess.com, our club is Daily Chess Musings, one of the fastest growing clubs on one of the fastest growing game servers. And of course, our webpage is dailychessmusings.com. dailychessmusings.com. And our YouTube channel. You're watching live on YouTube, so you know who we're here. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, and get your friends to do it as well. I'm a super nice guy, and it'll be well worth their time. Let's get this up to 2020. Let's make that our goal for this evening. We were talking about goals for chess goals for 2021. Well, I'm not done with our chess goals for 2020. We've got a few hours left. If you have friends, tell them to like and subscribe to dailychessmusings.com on YouTube. Because let me tell you, I've got huge surprises in store for 2021. We're just getting started. tonight I need to, after I finish this, I'm going to be writing my New Year's recap. Usually I do a recap, a blog post. I still got to do that. I got homework to do after. That's after running a camp all morning and launching Coach.
I ordered pizza for 7:30.
Oh, my wife ordered pizza for 7:30. Of course, don't tell the pizza people, but we always re-microwave our slices because I am freaked out by the pandemic. We always reheat our things before we eat them and make them piping hot. Extra level of disinfection. Because once you've been super duper sick, you don't want to get that way again. You don't. But what type of pizza are we getting?
I got a King Kong chicken and olive.
Ooh.
And a small plain cheese.
Nice.
And breadsticks. And the cinnamon bites for dessert.
Super. So I'm going to be having some chicken and olive pizza later on tonight. Tell me what you're planning on eating on New Year's Eve. What is your last dinner? You know, not that we're on death row or anything. They give you a last meal if you're on death row. But this is your last meal of 2020. What is your choice? What is your choice? It's your final meal. Mine's going to be chicken and olive pizza. Raja says pizza. Drew's going to have tacos. He just had them. Shreyek's going to have pizza too. Unlisted, go already 8. Well, maybe you'll get hungry again, especially if you're going to stay up late to count down the New Year's. You're going to need some more energy food. Tacos with chips and raspberry chocolate. Oh, that's good stuff. Now, technically, the endgame we're looking at now should end up being a draw because this pawn cannot be pushed forward. Black's pawns are further advanced. His king's in the center. White has the extra pawn. This should be cut and dry a draw. But this is Blitz chess, and we are not watching Super Grandmaster games. So oftentimes these things end up not being draws. Trust me, I've run over like 150 rated Scholastic chess tournaments over the last 20-something years, and I see a whole bunch of dead drawn games end up not being so much. Yeah. Let's see. Black has an opportunity to make some mistakes here. Does not. I mean, what do you do here as white? You can't. Rook takes h5 is gonna be meaningless because of the rook f2 check. I guess you can throw in the check. That works too. I think who has more time? Oh yeah, if you're white, you've got extra time and an extra pawn, so you want to try and use that as well. Use a little bit of what's the term? Gamesmanship. You want to be a chess hustler. Use every opportunity you have to win this. Even though it is a drawn game, and it should be a drawn game, you can play a second best move to make things happen. And you can also play a lot of safe moves very quickly without repeating positions. And run your opponent out on time, because you got a 2-to-1 time advantage. So that's what, I mean, a win's a win. And there's one of those moves, right? Scoot the king up probably. Maybe king b4. Get your king in front of the pawn. Oh, he played king a4. That's all right too. But you know, when you're trying to king b4 would be better because you have the opposition. Then you're threatening the rook check, forcing the king over there, and then you can get the rook to b2 and scoot the pawn down. Now the king's blockading the passed pawn. So that's why king b4 would have been. Oh, here we go. Go ahead and play the check. Go ahead. Yeah. And then if block, take, take. And let's see if you know what you're doing. White should be able to win this now, not just on time. There you go. That's how you do it. With that extra pawn, you make the black king capture that, and then you can help your stuff in. Told you. I kind of had a suspicion that this might not end up drawn. White won by timeout, but was actually dangerously close to stalemating black. Wow. That was exciting, guys. Thank you. I enjoyed that. I enjoy chess of all levels. I also learn from people of all different levels. Just because somebody's got a lower rating than me doesn't mean what they're saying in one of their analysis. You know, they might know a certain game or a certain idea better than I do. Ah, here we go. Tournament over. Ronsdale, congratulations. 5 out of 5, and that was hard. Bismarck, congratulations. 5 out of 5. James Nguyen, congratulations. 5 out of 5. Excellent job, guys. Excellent job. Let's click on the... yeah, those are our top 3, and then we've got a bunch at 4.5. But the screen is a little too small for me to read everybody's names who are 4.5. It is officially break time. So I'm not going anywhere with my YouTube stream, but I'm going to go get myself a quick refreshment, refill my coffee real fast, that kind of stuff. And I will be back for Tournament 2. Get your friends involved. Get on chess.com. Tell your friends on chess.com to go to dailychessmusings.com. Sign up for the next tournament. Get your friends anywhere. Anybody. Yeah, get them involved and get them to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel so we get 2020 in 2020. I'll see you guys in like 5 minutes. And we are back. Yes, there is a raffle. I see the question. So the way it works, and how much time? Oh, it looks like the next one's about to start, huh? I wonder. I need to switch screens. Let's see if I can. In 1 minute, here we go. I just switched. Looks like we're gonna see the game start in 55 seconds. You have 55 seconds to get into tournament number 2 if you aren't already. 134 smart players are already signed up. 135. So the way it works, sign up for the tournament, you get a raffle ticket. You get 1 raffle ticket for every additional game you win. At 7 p.m., or shortly before, we will have a live raffle here on our live stream, and I will award 10 $30 gift certificates that you can use to get anything from Musings merchandise on the dailychessmusings.com page, and that includes everything from American chess equipment. And they have a ton of stuff. Ian says, what does the small number on the very right say? For some people, it's 17.5. Others is 16.5. And for me, just 1. How does it work? If anybody knows Ian the answer to his question, go ahead and type it in. And yeah, Ishan, good luck, everyone. I agree. We are doing the raffle in 2 hours. So we have 2 more tournaments. So don't go anywhere. One of these times, I'm going to get really fancy, probably by the next time I do this, and run actual cool, commercial, exciting things in the middle of the break times. All right, here we go. So we're going to look at Sammy Whammy. It started, ladies and gentlemen. There I am yammering. Oh, my goodness. French defense, Paulsen gone wrong. Black is crushing white right off the bat. So we've got Ronsdale versus Sammy Whammy. The French defense, we learned during chess camp that that is a favorite of FIDE Master James Eade and woman Grandmaster Tatev Abrahamian. It is a favorite of both players. Not a favorite of Coach Chris, but a favorite of those 2. I do not play the French. Does not really fit my style too much. Although, honestly, I think in 2021, my goal is to be a totally universal chess player. I'm very close. I can almost play any particular opening and have my moves making sense. Not necessarily be perfect chess, but making sense. I'm almost to that level. There are still a couple openings that I would need to study a few games of. Also, I hope to get better at the King's Indian attack. It was a favorite of Bobby Fischer, and it was also a favorite of a guy who's a very successful chess streamer, Daniel Naroditsky. It is a interesting systematic opening. So you're just putting your pieces where they go rather than studying a lot of variations. So it should be pretty easy for me to pick up. Plus, then I could play like the King's Indian defense, right? Right. Switch around the colors. We'll stick here just a little bit longer. Both queens are on the board. Yeah, you don't want to focus just on openings. That's for sure. Especially, if you're not like at an expert level or something, choose a couple to really understand that suit your style, and then focus on understanding them. Find games where great chess players use those openings. Understand the middle games that they create, the pawn structures that come out of them. Study the heck out of your tactics and get good at endgames.
You should tell them what you used to do study openings.
Walk around repeating things in my head.
No, the charts you would draw.
Oh, the charts. Yeah.
With bubble charts, and you'd make me quiz you on them.
Back in the day, I used to draw these charts. There's a name for them. I forget the actual scientific name for this kind of chart. But yeah, so I'd have a circle being a white move and a square being a black move, so I could easily discern. And I would draw all the branches. And then if I didn't know something, then I would put it in and put like a question mark next to it and try and find the answer. This was before, oh man, am I old? This was before chess base was a widely used thing. But it was a good skill. Now, you know what I'll do? Sometimes I'll do that, and this is just a Chris thing. I'll look at a complicated position from an old game, and I'll write down all my thoughts in like a branch format like that. And then I'll see what actually happened in the game. And did I write down one of the branches that was played? But actually going through and writing out all the branch possibilities without using a computer is an excellent training technique. All right, let's move to another game. Do you have a favorite training regimen or technique you like to use? Go ahead and let me know in chat. And while you're doing that, I'm going to look at Suvan Banaral versus Mr. RPG Goonies. Nope, it's Mr. RPG Oonies. Or Mr. RPG Ponies. Wow. I'm having a little problem reading there. That's okay. Goonies, Oonies, and then finally Ponies. Versus Suvan Baranawal, which almost sounds like a real name. I don't think Mr. RPG Ponies is a real name. That'd be funny. But I don't think so. I think he likes role-playing games and ponies. Is there a pony role-playing game? I wonder. Maybe My Little Ponies? I don't know. White is thinking for a long time right now, and we are not sure why. Maybe Suvan Baranawal got a little nervous if he found out he was on. That happens. Some players aren't used to being watched. I don't like it. I get nervous when I'm being watched. Takes me, when I do my Blitz live streams, it really throws me off a lot. I like being anonymous. Just getting angry at myself. Let's see. Ooh, Drew, timer. Those are some fun openings you're playing there. Drew says, for black, I play King's Indian Defense and Sicilian Najdorf, and for white, I play Scotch Gambit and the Max Lang. Fun stuff. Also, I like sudden death speed chess better than speed chess with intervals. The intervals seem anticlimactic to me because sometimes you can just survive on the interval. My favorite time control that I play most often just for entertainment purposes is 30 seconds on each side. My second favorite time control would probably be 5 minutes, and then my third favorite time control would be correspondence chess. of which I was a fairly notable master for a few years. A few years, a little back in the day. Goif says, this is David. As black, I played the Sicilian Dragon, and the King's Indian. As white, I played the Evans Gambit. Ooh. Another bunch of fun openings. Sicilian Dragon's a fun thing. Back in the day, two of my good friends would teach that to my campers. Sadly, they've both passed away. But Emery Tate and Eric Schiller, I'd have them teaching with me. International Master Emery Tate is one of the most feared attacking chess players ever. And Eric Schiller was the most publicized chess author ever. He wrote more books than anybody in the history of chess. I love these time scrambles at the end. See, there, to me, it's more exciting sudden death than if there was an increment, because then you get somebody down and then they make another move, right? Sudden death, I think, is just good for the audience too. It makes it fast and more understandable. Let's look at another game. Good job, guys. That was a fun fight to the finish. Let's check in on another game. Why we have fun just discussing chess, watching. Let's look at MBS Bodie and Grady W1592527. So we've got NBSD Bode versus Grady W1592527. That one makes me nervous. It almost looks like a phone number. Don't call Grady. Shouldn't be giving your phone number out. I doubt it is. I doubt it is. All right, so we've got a King's Indian defense to a Queen's Pawn game. So in the King's Indian defense, black's going to be playing either c5 or e5, depending on things. White gets a little bit of extra space. Obviously plays c4 as move number 2 instead of e4 because there's a knight on f6. I'm not so keen on using the tempo there, as black just did, to take with the knight, move and then take the bishop with the knight, because you're opening up white's rook attack. You're spending tempi to give white a chance to attack you. And to me, you might be able to put that in an engine or something and get a reasonable score out of it, like on the sidebar here. But to me, it doesn't make sense to spend 2 tempi to give white a semi-open file staring down at your king. It might be his USCFID. Very smart, Drew. Good observation. Ooh, Ishan Vanadil. I like the Fischer Sozin. Yeah. Sadly, it's not too popular anymore because black's worked out some lines to equality or slightly being better. But I think the Fischer Sozin's definitely worth playing. In fact, I was just looking at a David Bronstein game where he used the Fischer Sozin just the other day and missed a win with it. He had a blistering pawn storm and missed a win. Of course, the Fischer Sozin became known as the Fischer Sozin because Bobby Fischer liked it. He really liked it. Not that he scored better with it than, say, anything else. He enjoyed playing it. So we've got 42 in chat. Let's get some more people in the chat. Tell your friends. Get involved. We've got one more tournament. Let's get the chat up to like 100 something, and then we'll hit that 2020 for subscribers. I think it's possible. If you guys do your part, I'm doing my part. I'm here to entertain. You guys do your part. Be a friend. That's what being a friend is. I do something nice for you guys. You do something nice for me. Let's get my 2020 chess goal in the books with 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. Then I'll figure out what my goal for 2021 will be. Still haven't, as far as what I'm going to do with this channel. And while we're on, thinking about 2021, what are your chess predictions for next year? So, a couple interesting things have happened lately. We saw Daniil Dubov defeat Magnus Carlsen in speed chess. In fact, just rip him apart. And Daniil is younger than Magnus. So Magnus is fared well against his contemporaries. The Hikaru Nakamuras and the MVLs and the Levon Aronians, right? But there's a new batch of young players that are very dangerous. A bunch of them are very, very dangerous. And now Magnus is entering a different era in his career, where he was able to he beat the older generation. He defeated Vishwanathan Anand twice, and Anand's, from the kind of what I would think of the previous generation, the Topalov, the Kramnik, the Kasparov generation, Peter Liko, these guys. Anand became the world champion of their generation. And then Magnus came along, the young Magnus, and defeated Anand a couple times. And then, of course, Sergei Karyakin, who is also of Magnus's generation. And Karyakin gave him a good run for the money in that match. That was very entertaining. But now Magnus is the king of the hill, and all these super talented young guys that he helped inspire have been training hard with all the latest tools, and each generation in chess outdoes the past. That's the way life in chess and basketball or anything works. If generations didn't outdo the previous generation, then we would be going the wrong way. Society is progressing. And yeah, just look at all the neat stuff we can do now. We can live stream online tournaments on YouTube, this and that, right? That wasn't even around that long ago. But now Magnus he used to be the Wunderkind, right? The prodigy, the young guy proving himself, and sometimes it's easier to be the young, super talented one because the older guys fear you, because they're going to lose their place in history. They know it. But now he's got a younger group of players that are putting a lot of pressure on him. And I think 2021 is going to be an interesting year for Magnus Carlsen. I don't think he's ready to be surpassed yet. I think he's going to have a very, very strong year in 2021. But I think he's going to be severely challenged. And in the end, that's going to make him even a greater champion than he is. I also think that over-the-board tournament chess is going to come roaring back. But maybe online chess is going to be just as normal to people, just as popular. It used to be people would scoff at online chess, right? And now everybody's doing online chess and realizing, hey, it's pretty fun. It's pretty handy. It's pretty, being able to play in the comfort of your own home and not have to travel to places. Certainly, the fair play issues need to be worked out with online chess, but that's easy. I mean, you just have like two cameras, or you have a camera on somebody's. You have like a GoPro kind of thing where you can see what they're seeing, right? And a microphone, because in order to play dishonestly, you would have to be getting information from another source, and if you have those two sources would be video and audio, because nobody's using their sense of taste to get better moves yet, or their sense of smell, right? It's just their auditory sense and their visual senses that people can get, and those are easy to monitor. Microphones and cameras, and we can do it. It's easy. In fact, it should be easier to police online chess than it is to police chess in tournament halls, in my opinion. Because in tournament halls, people can use the excuse of privacy in the bathroom, maybe, or something like that. I mean, we've all heard these kinds of rumors. In online chess, you just make sure that the game room is monitored. Their computer, you see what they're seeing, and you hear what they're hearing. And it should be very secure, more secure, because you don't have the privacy issues. If you're agreeing to play in the online tournament, then you're agreeing to be monitored in that way. Okay, so I had my big diatribe about that. Let's see what your predictions are. You know what, Bozy Zhang, I don't think it's sad that more people were watching the winter camp live stream than they are watching this one, because the winter camp was very educational and extremely worthwhile. And this is for fun, more entertainment purposes. Here it is again, Megan. Am I still here? Can you come look at this pop up before I click yes and say that I am? It says, "Are you still there?" What is this?
I don't know. Isn't that from chess.com?
Oh, maybe.
Because you aren't actually doing
anything. Wow, she's
You're just
smart.
watching.
Yeah, I'm just watching. I'm not actually playing. Because that wouldn't be very nice. Play, win a bunch of games, maybe lose a few, and then win the drawing. You guys would worry about the fairness of that system. That's for sure. Let's look at Vedant Bhatia Keb 2012. And we've got a perk defense, which, yeah, it's a perk. Perk alert! The book that made the perk defense popular again. It was like falling, and then one book made it like super popular. I think you will, Drew. I think you'll get to 1500 USCF. Part of the reason I want to know what your goals are for 2021 is so that I can help you achieve those. I can keep track of what's going on with you. I can look back at this chat later and see how you're doing. And then message you down the road and say, hey, looks like you're not on track to complete that goal. You better get yourself back on track. Goy F says it's sad to hear about Tigran Petrosian. You'd think that a top 50 GM wouldn't cheat. Yeah, that was rather shocking. I don't know that we've heard the end of that story yet, and I'm not going to comment on the actual claim. What I can tell you is I have worked with Tigran Petrosian. A few years ago, he was a guest at one of my chess camps down in Burbank and Glendale, and Tigran is legit. He is a very strong chess tournament and a very likable guy. I know that he also made some comments afterwards with the accusation against him that weren't very friendly comments. But at the time, his country was involved in a brutal conflict, and I think emotions were riding very high. Plus, we have to remember that there was also a problem with the online chess Olympiad earlier. So Tigran was having kind of a tough year with online tournaments for sure. But I'm not going to comment on that because I am not I'm not an expert in that field, and I would have to do a lot of study to make a judgment based on the claim, and I'm not about to do that. I don't like to speculate. Unless it's about chess moves, then I'm happy to. However, I must say that cheating does happen. I hope nobody is cheating here tonight because it's totally not worth it. I mean, this is just for fun. And if you are cheating and you get caught, you're going to get banned by chess.com. You aren't going to be able to play in any of our tournaments again. And that would be a real bummer. That would hurt you way more in the long run than getting one extra raffle ticket. The other thing, years ago, it was actually one of Emery Tate's students at our chess camp was using one of those electronic notating devices, like a Monroy or something like that. And I walked by his board a few times and noticed that his device was showing a position that wasn't on the chessboard. In fact, when I looked at what was on his device, I spied it real fast. I made the determination that it was like 3 moves ahead. It was an endgame, and he was like 3 moves ahead of what was on the chessboard. So in a way, he was using the device as an analysis board. And so I let Emery Tate know, and he went and observed it as well, and we had to disqualify that student and explain it to his parents. And no coach ever wants to do that. That was a real bummer. I've also had to talk to a few kids about running to the bathroom every time it's their move and things along those sense. So yeah, I mean, real life tournaments, you run into this stuff too. Over the board tournaments, I should say. Real life, we're all in real life. But over the board tournaments, you run into these kinds of things all the time. So I think a bunch of people are complaining about the online tournaments, and honestly, I mean, to me, it's much easier to control an online tournament. If I was to run, like Magnus is with his tour, if I was to do like a big online tournament with a big, entry fee and big payout and stuff, you could totally secure that better than you could, in my opinion, like a in-person tournament doing the same thing. Because an online tournament, you can control the factors easier than in a public setting. Because there's there's laws about fire hazards and things like this that you have to abide by when you're running an in-person tournament. Whereas when you're running it online, it's the person's house and it's their room, so you can require that they have certain things in a certain way, and they just have to abide by that. Yeah, Goy F, you're absolutely right. If and he's talking about how another chess player handled it. I'm not gonna get into that either, about that player in particular. But yeah, if you suspect somebody's cheating or playing dishonestly or anything like that, you alert the organizer or the server, the people that own the server, the administrators, um, and let them handle it. You don't air dirty laundry out on Twitter or in any public forums. That is a bad look. See, we are all, whether we like it or not, when we're playing chess, we are ambassadors for the game, and I take that responsibility very seriously. It's why also I'm not, I could have a lot more subscribers just by being a little edgier, right? But no, I want to keep things family friendly, and still be, and polite. I want to be a good role model. Being a good role model is more important to me than being popular on social media. Because some people who are more extreme, I mean, how extreme? If you keep getting more and more extreme to gain more viewers and make something go viral, then you have to outdo yourself constantly, and eventually you may end up kind of not acting like yourself at all and really embarrassing yourself or your family, or maybe down the norms change. What is considered to be polite and decent changes over time. And so you could be saying something in jest today that would be considered a bannable offense, or a horrible, um, rude statement in 10 years or 15 years. That's the other thing to notice about online cheating too, by the way, guys. Just because you can get away with it now, maybe, doesn't mean that the artificial intelligent cheat detecting technology is going to be developed very quickly. It's in the works right now, and you could be exposed after the fact. You literally could be. It's happened to Olympians, right? Some Olympians have used substances, performance enhancing PEDs, performance enhancing drugs, and they took the blood of the Olympians and retested it like 10 years later with a better test, and found the substance that they could get away with, and stripped them of their medals later on. A very famous bicyclist had that happen to him. It's
Lance Armstrong.
yeah. I wasn't gonna name names, but yeah, a very famous cyclist who won the Tour de France many times had that exact same thing happen to him, and I can totally see that happening in chess. I could totally see that. So come on, White. You should know how to do this checkmate with better technique than this. I know you're low on time, but yeah, you had it. See, you got to practice those things. The king and rook checkmate. You got to know it so that when you're like super low on time, you know to put the rook on the other side of the board and then chase the king down. The black king has to come back and then checkmate when they're in opposition. You could pre-move all of those things. So when I'm sitting in front of my big screen, I use I think it's a Logitech a camera to stream, and it also has the microphone. When I'm sitting in front of my laptop, in front of the library backdrop, I'm using a snowball microphone. So I know how far I can push the snowball, but sometimes with this microphone, I can speak too loud and distort, or speak too quiet. I do have the volume meters on OBS that I should check, Let's see. Why don't we look at no, let's look at James Nguyen versus an Elliott. James Nguyen versus an Elliott. James was one of the guys who tied for first place last time. We've got ourselves it looks like it started as a Ruy Lopez. Yep, it did. Named after the Spanish monk. Story goes, he was sworn to silence because he was a monk. And so he wasn't allowed to speak, but he had the chessboard in his private room, in his chambers, and he had a diary. And he wrote out all these great ideas about the Ruy Lopez, many of which we still play today. Which is why it's called the Ruy Lopez. So just a reminder, you are watching the Daily Chess Musings. New Year's Eve Blitz Chess Extravaganza. The way it works, I'm running 3 tournaments. Blitz tournaments, 5-minute tournaments with 5 rounds in each tournament on the hour. One started at 4 o'clock Pacific time, one started at 5 o'clock Pacific time, and one started at 6 o'clock. One will start at 6 o'clock Pacific time. For every tournament you enter, you get 1 raffle ticket. For every game you win, you get 1 raffle ticket. After the final tournament is over, we will hold a very quick raffle and let you know if you win one of 10 $30 gift cards. So I'm giving away a total of $300 in chess equipment this evening. You can buy whatever you want with that gift card or get a discount on whatever you want with that gift card. American Chess Equipment has everything you could possibly want that's chess related. And we have a lot of good books in our book section on Musings merchandise. You can do any of that stuff. Yeah, it's just my way of saying thank you to you guys and finishing the year on a high note, because this has been a tough year. So let's have fun. The more players we have, the more fun it is. So tell your friends. Go, if you're like post it on the message board in chess.com. Message your friends who are on chess.com that you see online right now. Go ahead and send them a private message with the link. Megan will post the link again in our YouTube chat straight to the application. They can still join tournament number 3. And remember to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Big things are coming in 2021. I want you to be a part of that. And I would also really like to hit 2,000 subscribers tonight before we finish this broadcast. We were within 100 subscribers of 2,000. I know it's a lot to ask for to gain 100 subscribers in one evening, but I know it's possible. Do your part. Make sure you're subscribed, and then tell your friends and family to do the same thing. We can get ourselves 100 more subscribers tonight. So James Nguyen is doing quite nice right here, but it's certainly not a foregone conclusion. There's a lot of chess left to be played. White needs to untangle their pieces very quickly, though. Very quickly. So the rooks aren't unified yet. That bishop move was good because it opens up possibilities to get the queen out. This knight has nowhere good to go. And this pawn structure is very, very difficult for white. But if I'm white, I probably try, he obviously can't take here because that's pinned there, right? So that was a good move. But if I'm white, I'm going to try and stack my rooks and queen in the A file. And try and keep things locked up here like they are right now. If you can keep this locked up and stack in the A file, and then don't open anything up, not even to trade. Just keep things locked up and play fast, because you've got a nice time advantage. And if I am black, you got problems. This is kind of painful. In fact, white's lining up like this and lining up like that. Yeah, things are. I think I lost my brain there for a moment. I don't know what I was talking about a moment ago, but it wasn't quite accurate. No, that wouldn't be what I would do as white. It was hallucinating, but this is live. Yeah, no, white is playing very nice. Very nice. Disregard my last advice there. Obviously, rook takes, defending that. We all make mistakes. Okay, that game's over. Let's switch. Let me get my chess brain thinking again. I think I was starting to ramble on too much about the stuff that's going to be happening in the world, and instead of focusing more on the chess games. We're looking at Boot Tramp versus Red 900. This is the Daily Chess Musings live stream event. The Daily Chess Musings New Year's Eve Blitz Chess Extravaganza. I am your host, Chris Torres. Tonight, we will be giving away $300 in prizes. It is free to enter. Check my windows, make sure they're good. Yeah, they're good. My windows are good. Well, I like black's position here. Got a nice advantage. But let's see technique-wise how they play this out. Queen goes here probably. Or queen a1 maybe. Either way. I think queen a1 actually would have been better. This is obviously a mate threat, but the other is a little more forcing. Because you play queen a1, and then, yeah. Then queen h1 checkmate. And a game. And a game. Good for you, knowing your mate in ones. Let's look at another one. Let's look at Cheshish versus PM Leg. PM Leg's played in a lot of our events before. Cheshish has as well. In fact, PM Leg has played me in a couple of my live streams. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
King takes f5 would have been better than the g4 there, for sure. If rook takes, bishop takes, and it's a draw. What is white trying to win on time? That was a draw. Wow. He's trying to run it out on time. He had a draw and he's down a piece. It's a rook versus rook and bishop. Oh, and he's going to win. Let's see if he knows how to do the checkmate real fast. I bet he does. Well, should have slid the rook all the way across. Now this comes back, waste to move. Yeah, he does. Chase, 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 come back, checkmate. Wow. That's entertainment, ladies and gentlemen. That is how it's done. Good game, both of you, but that was a terribly exciting finish. Should have been a draw, but Cheshish 10 is a crazy player. Crazy player. Had like a 5-second advantage. Did not take the automatic draw, even though it was a king-rook versus a king-rook-bishop. He played his 5-second advantage. Whoa. That was risky decision making. And that's why we like sudden death. No, it was an easy draw to hold. All he had to do was play a rook takes rook, exchange rooks, and then PM Leg just has a king and a bishop. It's an automatic draw. You cannot checkmate. Yep, he had the opportunity to do that and then and passed it up because let's see what's going on here. We got Batman 2508 versus Ronsdale. This should be a pretty high-level game. Two guys with 4 out of 5. This is round 5 of Tournament 2. Nope, chess.com's not down for me. If it's down.
It's down for me.
Oh. Did chess.com just crash out on us?
It's having some issues. I was looking at the rounds for this week and adding up some point totals, and it just stopped.
Were you logged in under your handle instead of mine?
I was not logged in under yours.
Okay, good.
Mine wasn't saved on this computer. I think I'm logged in under Lily.
That's fine. Yeah, don't log in under 2.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Then it will stop for all of us. Yeah.
I'm not
She's adding up the points, and
I already did. Well, luckily I did tournament 1. I was working on camp points.
well, I mean, they just hit their 50 millionth member on chess.com, and they've done a good job by and large. I mean, the lockdown, social distancing in the lockdown meant that people turned to chess to kind of escape people that hadn't really played chess in years maybe or ever. And then the Queen's Gambit, on top of that, people were watching Netflix and getting the idea, hey, chess is cool. And then, chess.com's done a great job by and large.
We've got 718 raffle tickets so far.
My wife tells me that we have awarded 718 raffle tickets so far. You could get one of them. Or a few more if you just join the next tournament. Okay, Goy, that was fun. And hopefully, good luck in the raffle tonight. Even if you can't stay the whole time, come and play, join a tournament, play a couple rounds. Earn yourself some tickets. Tell your friends. Let's boost these numbers.
I decided to give a ticket just for entering, too.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying.
So you get a ticket for winning, you get a ticket for entering, and you get a ticket for registering.
Yep. It's getting a little warm in here, huh?
No, I'm cold.
Really? Well, you aren't sitting in front of the little heating block that is the Mac
I
Mini.
thought it keeps me warm when I'm sitting.
No, yeah. Can you, it's going to put me to sleep. I'm getting too warm. Can you,
Okay, I'll turn
the heater off or down?
I'm gonna go get my sweater, too.
There's only so much coffee can do, but if it gets this warm, then I go into shutdown mode. I need to be slightly chilled. My ideal temperature setting for playing chess is probably 68 degrees or so. I play the best chess and think the best around that temperature. What temperature do you guys like to play chess at? Yeah, the Mac Mini is a great little computer, but it heats up. That little block heats up. It doesn't overheat itself, but it is like a space heater. Thanks, Ian. I'm glad you're having fun. That's awesome. Yep, we said 78 raffle tickets so far because you get one for registering and one for every tournament you enter and one for every win. So it's adding up fast. And I think she was a little behind on even whatever temperature I don't die at. Yeah. Well, certainly we like to be comfortable. Because 1 degree away from dying of either being too cold or being too hot, we wouldn't be playing very good temperature at that temperature either. In general, I tend to like cooler temperatures better because you can always put, get a blanket or put on a sweater or something. If you're overheating, it tends to be harder to cool down based on your attire. But I was born in December, so go figure. I like the winter months. Okay, back to what I'm doing here. I need to see the temperature got a little warmer, and then I just start rambling on. Let's talk about the weather. No, we aren't here on this channel to talk about the weather. We're here to talk about chess. So what's happening in this game? That's an interesting move right there. Moving the bishop backwards into your back rank. Not saying it was a bad move, but it's irregular. This is a tough position. I might just come out here like queen d3 now. Activate the queen a little bit better. Double up. But I mean, this is super defended. And then what do you do here as white? Do you play rook d2 maybe? Attack the queen, or do you play queen takes b7? What do you guys think? Ooh! And let's not forget, you also have possibility of rook c8, right? Ha! Right when I said it, it got played. Interesting. The blacks got to look at their checks, captures, threats. They looked at their capture first. Let me back up a move there. That went a little too fast for me. Yeah, they had to take. It's just the heat. I was hallucinating. I thought I saw a tactic. No tactic. No tactic existed. Chakaruski. See, that queen d3 really did help. And now knight takes d4. Knight takes knight, queen takes, probably. Then white plays queen takes b7. And then what do you do? Maybe bishop e3 attacking the knight? Yeah. Probably. This is what these guys are thinking right now. Boom, boom, boom. Now bishop e3, attack the queen. Oh no, never mind. It's black's move. We have to alternate. We have to alternate. A way to look silly, Coach Chris. Oh, and look at the time situation, folks. 32 to 15. Ronsdale has twice as much time. Should be good enough to win. An extra pawn and twice as much time. Yep. Nicely done, Ronsdale. And let's see, where are we going to go now? Let's look at Small Pal versus... Oops. Oh, I just looked at Royal Knight and kept 2012. Royal Knight just won. Just missed you, Royal Knight. You almost made the show. Let's look at Small Pal and Brian Ho. Oh. This is a trapped queen. What was it? It was first week of winter chess camp we talked about, and that was it. That's the end. I'm curious how this happened. Don't be too greedy with your queen early. Congratulations, Ronsdale, Cheshish, and James Nguyen for perfect scores, 5 out of 5. And I'm going to look. I'm going to play through these moves real fast. E4, E6, blah, blah, blah. French advanced. Yep, there it is. Coach Jay, in week 1 of our chess camp, Coach Jay did a whole lesson on not taking the queen's knight pawn early with your queen. Not taking the queen's knight pawn. Don't do this. folks. See this? Bring the queen out, take the queen's knight pawn with your queen. Don't be a pawn grabber like that. Because this is the kind of stuff that happens all the time. Boom, queen's trapped. So, we've got just a little bit of time to boost our numbers for the third tournament. The third tournament. Let's go ahead and click on it and see what we're at right now. 88 people are registered. Let's get it over 100. It starts in 4 minutes, 32 seconds. Go and message your friends right now. Message your friends. Megan will drop the link in the chat, so you can just copy the link out of the YouTube chat and send it to your friends. They have 4 minutes. Easy peasy. They can get registered. The process is simple. Let's get this over 100. There we go. We're up to 94 now. Thank you, whoever is registering. Let's have this finished strong. It's still early. It's our final tournament of 2020. This is your last chance to earn one of these raffle tickets. If you earn one ticket, you might win the raffle. You never know. You get 2 tickets just for playing in this last tournament. One for registering and one for literally participating in the tournament. Then you could get 5 more if you win all your games. 100 players. Can we get it to, what should we shoot for? 120? We've got 3 minutes. I think we could get 20 more players. Why is it so dark? Because I like it that way. I'm a guy who likes.
Our son got mad at him, came in and turned the light back on.
I like cold weather and I like darkness. Most of the time, I just enjoy staying up very late at night. I hate waking up early. I hardly ever wake up before say 10 a.m. It's just not who I am. I'm a night owl. Owls like it dark. Oh, Bismarck, don't worry about your rating, man. Don't be lame. Join the tournament.
Chris. People lame.
Your ratings can go up and down all the time. You're going to play a gazillion moves. We like watching your chess, Bismarck. Don't let me down. If you play in the tournament, I will put you on the big screen. How about that? You'll be famous. Okay, we have 1 minute 43 seconds. That means it's time for you to message your friends and beg them to play in the tournament. Just beg them to do it. Tell them. It's in their best interest to play in this tournament. They could win $30. We're up to 111. 113. There we go. We just got 2 more. Hit them up on chess.com. I know all of you have friends on the server. Send them private messages if they're live right now. Hit them up through text message. 1 minute, 7 seconds. One minute. You have to do 3 things in 1 minute if you want to still join and you aren't part of our club. You have to register on our webpage. Then you have to come join our club on chess.com. Then you have to join the tournament. So we're 45 seconds. You could do each of those in about 15 seconds. You could still do it. Now we're starting to get a little low. Okay, so now we're getting down to the last tournament starting in 30 seconds. So the best you can do probably, if you're not already a member of Daily Chess Musings, club on chess.com, you can still join. Not the tournament though, because it's going to start, but you can still join and join the fun on the YouTube chat. 10 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. And we are in progress. Let's see these games. All right, I promised Bismarck, and we're going to do it. He's risking his master rating against Annika. Annika 2513 from India. So Bismarck comes out fast with the, what do you call that gambit? It's not the Danish gambit. It's the, I'm losing my mind. E4, E5, D4. This could turn into a Ponziana. Oh, there you go. See, Bismarck, what were you worried about? Nice pin. We are watching Bismarck, who was not sure if they were going to play this final tournament because they were worried about their 2200 rating on chess.com dropping below 2200 before New Year's. But lo and behold, they are here, part of the party. So they've got this well in hand. Let's bounce around a lot more games here. Let's see X-Pawn Stormer. We haven't checked in there yet. So we've got Keb 2012 versus X-Pawn Stormer, who just got checkmated. But you made the show, X-Pawn Stormer. Let's bounce around someplace else. Let's get a lot of people on here. A Colorful Cake versus DeBrock. Let's check it out, see what's happening. Colorful Cake versus DeBrock 15. Players from USA and Canada. That's the other cool thing about the Daily Chess Musings Club is we are very international. Very welcoming. We all love chess. We're all nice to each other and helpful. It's a good community. Very diverse. I like it. Ishan says, oops, accidentally played the Queen's Indian Defense. Ha! Playing accidental openings can be fun. Can be fun sometimes. One time I was playing in a Italian gambit, and I made an accidental move, and my opponent played the mistake that they thought they were punishing my accidental move, and I checkmated them 2 moves later. And then in doing that, I discovered a new trap that I like to use in speed chess all the time. Wouldn't have, maybe I would have come across it eventually, but yeah. It added to my repertoire. Let's see what we got going. This is an interesting position. This could be fun. Not if you give away your queen. It was about to get really fun, and then dropping the queen, hanging the queen. Let's see. 901 D3N versus Royal Knight. Oh, Royal Knight, I keep trying to get you on the show, and you keep finishing your games at the most inopportune moments, dude. Let's see. Snazzy Sparrow. Let's take a look at it versus E Chess Potate. Is that short for E Chess Potato? Eat chess potatoes? Eat chess patat versus Snazzy Sparrow. Welcome to the show. We've got close to 2,000 subscribers, so even if people aren't live watching right now, it doesn't mean you won't be famous in like an hour or something, right? People might check out these games later on. It's a fun broadcast. Well, see, that's kind of annoying. The knight's defending G2, so, I mean, and you aren't using these at all. You got to use, Chess Patat needs to use his queen and rook. He's got severe advantages here. I think that's a pretty smart idea. I mean, you can then bring your queen out here, bring your queen over here, and get things involved. There's a lot of ways of doing this. I mean, alternatively, you could push this to get your queen out that way. Yep, he pushed this to get his queen out that way. If pawn takes, you could even take back with your pawn so that your rook... I would have taken back with the pawn so the rook's staring, but this works too. Now the queen has an avenue. Queen h4 probably, threatening mate in one. No, but that works too. I mean... And this should be game over real fast. You even have this lined up well down the line. So knight takes, rook takes. You could play rook here, check, and then take down there with your queen on a1 if you want. It's a fancy trade. Ah! And they spotted it. Yeah, it's a fancy trade. Clearing all that out. So probably rook takes, and then queen takes, or king takes, and then queen takes. And it's a queen and rook versus queen. And then queen goes back and takes the rook again, says check. Now you just got to swing this other rook in. Let's bounce around a little bit. SF deals versus Nanjan. Up, just finished. Just finished that one. Let's bounce to another one. Let's try and get a lot of people on. We got Tristan KP versus Kavin Fun Chess. All you can do is block, and then it's a checkmate, right? Right. Bishop c8, rook takes c8. Just don't run the clock out on your opponent. But good game, Tristan KP. Good game. That was a big upset. No, no, it wasn't. Now that I'm looking at the ratings, it's not. Thin Celery versus Baggin' Baggins. And we just missed that one. Let's get some other people involved here. Robino versus Alters. Robino Dude versus Alters Action. Catch the end of this one. If you're just joining us, we are watching the final tournament of the Daily Chess Musings New Year's Eve Blitz Chess Extravaganza. As soon as this tournament is over with, then we're going to do a live raffle and give away some valuable chess prizes. $300 worth of gift certificates. Pandas Play Chess versus Memphis Carter. Hey, we got you on. We got you on for a moment. Let's bounce around a little bit more. Let's see who's still going. Antoine versus X Craw Key Lime Pie. X Craw Key Lime Pie.
Do you know what round it was on when the server went down?
What round it was on when the server went down? No, I don't. Somebody ask?
No, I'm asking.
All right, here we go. We got a new, let's go to Royal Knight. Let's get him on. Get Royal Knight on the big show. Royal Knight's one of our regular participants. It's Royal Knight 101, who is also a chess streamer. So one of these times he could even cross stream, right? He could be streaming right now for all we know. Versus B1AD3Z. Got ourselves King's Indian Defense with a quick bishop trade. That's a little odd. I don't like giving up the bishop pair so fast, but Royal Knight plays some interesting, inventive chess for sure. Anybody who's been a part of the Daily Chess Musings Club has probably played a game with Royal Knight. If you've been around for a while and done some of our events, you've probably, because Royal Knight is a huge participator. Pretty much everything we've ever done, he's participated in. Yeah, that knight does not have much future over here. So that was, in some ways, kind of a wasted tempo. Because, yeah. Looks like black's happy to trade some rooks. I gotta say that the computer is showing that black has a slightly better position, but I actually would prefer to be white. Reason is, well, now it's a little bit different. This pawn's free, so now this bishop could get some scope, but a moment ago, the bishop was blocked by its own pawn, and the knight had no future on b6 without reloading and moving a couple times. So white's pieces look like they could be improved easier and faster than black's. But having said that, black's doing a good job getting his pieces active. Now both his bishops are doing better. Royal Knight's probably going to play knight takes f5. Nope. Pushes first. Is probably coming, though. He's probably going to get rid of that bishop pair because that's one of the final advantages black has. This knight needs to get involved soon. Oh, what to do here is black. Not that. Queen a8 check is devastating. And then queen goes over there, checkmate, right? That's devastating. Good spotting the punishment, Royal Knight. We would expect you to, and you did. Always analyze your checks, captures, and threats. So we got to see Royal Knight play a very nice game. Okay. Good job, Royal Knight. Good game. And thanks for joining us again. Let's go to another place. Bobby Wilmot versus Keb 2012. It was a perk and it's over. Okay, let's go another place. Let's look at Cheshish 10 versus Chess Patat. Remember also, you can subscribe to our Facebook page, Daily Chess Musings. You can subscribe to dailychessmusings.com. It's real easy. You just enter your email address, and when I make a new post, you will get notified. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel just by clicking the subscribe that you're on YouTube right now. You can join our club on chess.com. You can follow me on Twitter. I am at Tori's Chess on Twitter. PM Leg and Bismarck. Remember, Bismarck didn't want to play this one. He was a little concerned about his rating. And PM Leg is a dangerous player. So let's see what happens. This should be a good one. Megan, can you get me some more coffee, please? So this is the final event of our free events December. We scheduled 10 free events for the month of December. I was able to complete 9 of them. I just skipped one live stream, Blitz, casual Blitz evening, because I just wasn't feeling good. It happens, especially when you're recovering from a serious illness like I am. But 9 out of 10. And I got the most popular ones done, so I'm feeling good. I feel like I did my part to grow the game and bring some joy to people in a very serious time. Bismarck says, go ahead, take my pawn. I'm going to threaten checkmate and worse stuff yet. Yep. Very nicely done, Bismarck. PM Leg is not a pushover. For those of you counting at home, this is pot number 2 of coffee that I'm working on. But, I mean, some of the nights preparing for the chess camp, we were up to like 1 or 2 in the morning working. You know, it takes a lot of, it's not just the time I'm in front of the camera. Plus, you know, I teach a whole bunch of lessons too, right? I mean, that's my main thing. All right, let's see. Ritvik, let's look at it. We got Ritvik and we've got Shivan Saxena. Shivan Saxena and Ritvik. 2 people that I haven't featured yet tonight. This is great. Let me check on my windows real fast. Cool. OBS is staying stable. Nice. Sometimes OBS just randomly resizes windows or moves them. It's annoying. But like I said, I'm happy. I'm happy with the product. I mean, if that's the only problem I have with it, it's one that can be fixed without too much effort. And it is a free product. If you want to get into chess streaming, I think at some point, you know, I should do like a how-to. I've learned so much. I'm not the best yet, but I've learned so much. And maybe some of our other club members would like to stream occasionally. Yeah, yeah. My wife always fixes things for me. She's waving her hands like, "You've learned so much." Yeah, when I break something, she's the one I call. Call to fix it. In fact, I just had a brilliant thought. For an event, I think I know what one of our next big events is going to be, and it is going to be epic. I just came up with a killer idea for 2021. I'm not going to share it right now, though. I don't like giving away my best ideas until I can actually.
He has to run them by me to make sure.
I have to run them by my wife first to make sure that they truly are a good idea. And then I have to work out like the ideas and plan it out.
Sometimes his great ideas are not.
Sometimes they aren't. Sometimes they aren't. But I'm going to mention it to Megan real fast, so I'm going to go off camera just for a second. It's too good of an idea not to mention. See? How brilliant am I?
Okay.
Gotta get back.
It was a good idea. I'll have to do some research on it, though.
Yes. It's a good idea that requires a lot of research. But
okay, Lola,
let me tell you, I have some wicked awesome ideas for...
Hi, Lola. Hi.
Which side's which on this? Oh, here we go. Wicked ideas.
Okay, go.
I got some awesome ideas. All right, let's see what's going on here. Tournament number 3. Soon May versus Robin Dude. Let's take a look. And we are about to finish. Or we already did, because nothing's happening. Let's look at...
Shouldn't be done with the tournament yet.
Did I get logged off? I hope not. Nope, I didn't. Here we go. 4 Knights Italian variation. Who are we looking at? Lush Child versus Cabin Fun Chess. The Italian 4 Knights. You don't see the Italian 4 Knights nearly as often as, say, the Spanish 4 Knights, and the reason is because of that fork trick. And if you don't know what the fork trick is in the 4 Knights, you can look that up. I did a video on that in the Analyze That. In 2021, I'm going to make my Analyze That series videos a lot shorter, rather than feature like 4 or 5 games. I'm going to feature 1 game per episode and do them more frequently. If you have an idea, if you have something you would like me to do this coming year, you can drop us an email, dailychessmusings@gmail.com. dailychessmusings@gmail.com. If you have a chess idea that you would like me to work on, I am happy to take suggestions. I'm just trying to spread the joy of chess, brighten up a rather dark winter. We're in a pandemic winter with a lot of serious issues, and a lot of us aren't even able to, for example, go to school or eat in a restaurant or different things, right? Go to a movie theater. So I'm just trying to make things a little bit better the way I know how, which is through chess. I've always escaped to the chess world when I am feeling a little down, and I'm just trying to create these kinds of fun things for you guys. So if you have an idea, give us a shout. Drop us an email, dailychessmusings@gmail.com. Let's switch games. Let's see, who else are we going to feature tonight? Let's go to the Brave Queen versus Antoine 356. Antoine 356 versus the real Brave Queen. Not just the Brave Queen, but the real Brave Queen. And it's another 4 knights. Certainly makes sense to open things up. EXD3 would be a check, a very powerful check. But Antoine does not play it. This is okay too, though. Rook takes e4. Oh, that's brutal. That's brutal. Because now you have to step away or block with the queen, and then boom. King goes to g2. And what's best here? What is best? I'm not sure that was best. I think moving the bishop back, saying check probably. It's been a long day. Usually I spot these finishing combinations pretty quickly, but I was missing it there. May you feature my next game? My username is Oligoman. Okay, I'll give it a shot. That one finished up. Let us scoot to another game. Let's look at the top game. Board number 1. Always a good choice. We got Ronsdale. Looking very strong. Especially, I mean, this pawn is defended by the bishop. And that works. Also, you know, Queen f4 would have worked too. Many possible ways to win. Let's switch. Let me see if I can find that Olingo somebody. Well, there's Nan Dan J644 and Tombstone 369. Okay. I don't think we featured either of them yet this evening. They actually played a Zuckertort. Should be pretty easy for Tombstone to win from here. Got the passed pawn plus the bishop. Let's flip to another one. And plenty of time. Let's see what we can find. We were going to look for Oleg something or another. Let me see. He said, what was his username? Julian2468 would also like to be featured. Let me see if I can find either of you guys. There's a lot of games. And I don't see either right now. Let's look at Sunlight Forever. I don't think I've featured anything from Sunlight Forever tonight. Not looking so good for Sunlight Forever right now, but that's okay. If you're playing, you are winning in a sense because you are enjoying chess and you're part of a fun club, and you get a raffle ticket just for playing in the tournament, just for registering on dailychessmusings.com. So you may still win. Ah, but there's a real time situation here too, isn't there? There's a real time situation here. You got it, Sunlight Forever. We featured you just in time to watch you win. Congratulations. Good game. That was exciting. You always got to keep your eye on the clock. Sometimes I forget. That one's done. Let's see what else we can find. I'm going to try and get everybody that I haven't featured yet in. I'm going to try. Epic Chessmaster 999. You think I haven't featured you yet? I'm pretty sure I did, but I will. Let's get you on the big screen if I find you. There's a lot of games. What I need to do is make like a chart of who I've looked at and who I haven't. Let's look at Lohit and Lewis 948. Lohit official and Lewis 948. I don't think I've seen anything from Lewis 948 yet. With the cool dragon as the profile image. And I'm starting to really feel a little fatigued, but we're seeing the finish line in sight. So I'm going to keep the energy level up. I'm going to force my way through it. Let's see. Started off as a Rui Lopez. White's got a little bit more space, which is nice. But by pushing there, they're actually allowing black an opportunity to equalize easier than they should, and even more. Queen takes would be the obvious choice here. Queen takes the pawn. And you probably want to play knight takes e1. Black comes out with an extra piece this way, though. Rook e8 check is nice. Got to get your bishop and other rook in the game, Lewis. And that helps you free yourself by exchanging. If you're white, you probably want to kick this knight away pretty fast and get your rook on a1 in the game. Knight takes bishop probably. Knight takes d3 looks good. King takes d3. Get the bishop in with the check. Maybe throw a rook check. Yep. Nicely done, Lewis. You're playing good chess here. We'll stick it out a little longer on this game because Lohit official is still just one mistake away from being right back in it. And you never know, it's Blitz chess. Also, if you guys know a chess coach that would like to come to Daily Chess Musings and be featured in one of our camps or events, let me know. You can also send that to dailychessmusings@gmail.com. Chess authors, chess coaches, anything like that. So if you have an idea for an event, go ahead. Don't be afraid. Let me know if you think you know what would be fun that you aren't seeing done right now. And
Electric Wolf Gaming says you haven't featured my game yet.
yeah, what is your handle, Electric Wolf Gaming? What's your handle? I'm trying to get everybody in. Here's Raider 2024 and Small Pal. 50 Shades of Gray Hair wants to be featured. I don't know how I'm not seeing some of these names in the list.
Blue Jelly 112.
Well, Blue Jelly 112 is on the screen right now. Playing DeBrock 15. What are you doing, Lily?
Nothing.
Okay.
Just watching.
You're heavily breathing near me. Sneaking up and breathing hard. Well, Blue Jelly, we're checking you out right now, and it's kind of a bummer for you. You asked to be checked out, and I clicked to you right when you're...
Yeah, he said he was losing.
Yeah, okay. If you're happy with it, we're featuring you. You could still win. It's still possible. First things first, you got to move your knight, though. And you did. If I'm white, I want to trade that rook, and they're setting that up. Oh. That was a nice finish by white. Spotting the check, forced the king away, and then the back rank mate. Nicely done. Let's look. Who else is wanting to be featured?
We had 50 Shades of Grey. We had...
Yes, you are not supposed to be chatting with each other while you are playing a game. That is against the rules.
Epic Chess Master wanted.
Because I just want to keep everything family friendly, and sometimes people start trash talking, and especially with an international club that we are. Here's Queen Bunny. I don't think we've looked at Queen Bunny yet. Queen Bunny won. Oligo Man. I'm still looking for you, man. I haven't come across you. But when I do, I will bring you up.
Nandan J644.
It's fun to be featured for a moment. I mean, makes you feel like you're Magnus Carlsen or something, right? Got all these people watching you play.
We have over 1,200 raffle tickets now.
Over 1,200 raffle tickets have been awarded already.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be picking 10 winners out of the 1,200. If you have registered and played in any of these tournaments, You own one of those raffle tickets. We'll find out. And even if you don't win, you were hanging out, you had fun, you were doing chess to celebrate the end of an otherwise gloomy year, 2020. Let's see, who am I looking for? Who am I looking for? I was looking for Oleg Man or something like that. He keeps.
Oh, and 40 of those were recommendations to other people. So 40 people got an extra one by recommending it to a friend.
Nice. You get extra raffle ticket by recommending to a friend. Super. That's how we're going to keep growing our community. Let's look at Sun Tzu Lombardi. I just like that name. Got there right at the end. We're almost to our final round of the final tournament, right? This is round 4 or 5 finishing now. And then it's round 5 of 5. And then it's the drawing. Then you guys can go watch the ball drop on TV or whatever you're going to do. Agatho DN79 versus Suvan Monero. So tell me, what are you going to do? What are you going to do tonight after you finish playing chess on here? How else are you going to celebrate New Year's Eve? Go ahead and type it in chess into the chat. Let us know. And we are ready for the final round of the final tournament. Here we go. Who should I look at? Well, let's start on board 1. It's always a solid place to start. We got Ronsdale versus Small Pal. Hot cider and cookies sounds like a good plan. I'll probably go the cold cider route, though. Whatever happened to our pizza order, Megan?
I sent it to be delivered at 7:30.
Oh,
I
it
didn't
just
want them coming
it
to
feels
the
way
live
later. It's not even 7 yet. Yeah, it's because I've been sitting with the lights out so long. With the lights out, it's less dangerous. Okay.
Unless Lola's lying in here somewhere.
Yep. I'm looking for this Oleg, O-L-I-G. And who else? Let's see. Chess Ninja, we've already had you on, but I'll put you on again if I see a Little Tiger 2010. We'll see if I can't find you. This is it. This is the last round, so it's my last chance to feature some of you who are hanging out in the YouTube as well. And if you're, oh, here we go, 50 Shades of Gray Hair. I found you. Congratulations. You have made the show. You're playing Pool Cool Pro. Not Pool Q Pro, but Poo Cool Pro. I thought I misread it for a moment. $50 Shades of Gray Hair. Getting their game featured. Congratulations. As well as Poo Cool Pro. I hadn't featured them yet either. So I found 2 people that I hadn't featured yet. Let's see what's going on in this game. Well, black has a nice deep pass pawn. That's trouble. If I'm white, I'm going to get rid of their fianchetto very quickly, their bishop, and then I'm going to blockade the pawn. So it cannot cause any trouble. I'm going to slide this other rook over. And yeah. But this deep passed pawn is trouble. Maybe knight takes f7. Rook takes f7, knight takes f7, king takes f7. Nope, backed away. You're going to lose a knight on g5, it looks like. Now it looks like a freebie. Queen takes, right? Pop. Yep. Let's see. Just felt like drawing an arrow for the heck of it. So I did. What can you do to try and get back in? First things first, you probably play something like pawn f4, hoping you can win the queen. Maybe, yeah, f3 you didn't need to do because that is already defended by your queen. So if I'm black now, I just want to get my knight better placed, get the bishop in the game, and then centralize my rooks. And then just, yeah, trade pieces, win the endgame. Piece up with passed pawns. Queen takes e3 check, king h1, and then you get the bishop in the game. Pop, pop. Thank you for being a part of the party, 50 Shades of Gray Hair. I'm glad we were able to get you on. Let's look for Nightcap 444 real fast. Let me see if I can find them. Oh, there's Oligo Man. I found you. I found you, Oligo Man. You are now being featured too. And Blue Jelly again. Let's check this game out for a little while, shall we? Queen's under attack, and you got to be a little careful. Certainly, you wouldn't want to play Queen f4. Queen g5 check was probably best. If white trades with you, you get a rook in the 7th rank. Let's see what happens here. Blue Jelly versus Oligo Man. Queen takes e2. It's a free queen, right? Yeah, Oligo Man. Looks like you just got yourself a free queen. That's nice. Midnight Werewolf. Let me check you out. Let's see if I can find you. Midnight Werewolf. Let's get as many people who are in the chat featured as I can. There's Midnight Werewolf. Gotcha. You are on, and you are winning. Good for you. Versus Curtis Show 2006. Let's see what's going on here. Well, it looks like you're going to win a queen. You got this big bad pin. And bishop's just going to take, and you're still pinning the queen to the king. So we got to you at an opportune moment, although you are low on time, Midnight Werewolf. And of course, like I said, the delay on the YouTube means I can comment on the game and not be nervous about it. Let's check out Midnight Werewolf's technique here at the end. Thanks for joining us, everybody. This has been a fun experience, if not exhausting, but fun. And I'm always happy to give people a good chess experience. Once again, this is the finale, the final round of the final tournament from the New Year's Eve Blitz Chess Extravaganza. In a moment, we are going to be raffling off the prizes. Midnight Werewolf is very low on time, but easily winning otherwise. Let's see. Let's see what happens. And mate in one. Nicely done with 6.4 seconds left. Congratulations, Midnight Werewolf. And SM Junior GM, nope. I'm doing the broadcast right now. Can't be accepting your challenge. But it's good that we're friends. Let's see. Is this our last game of the last round? I think it is. And that's it. It is over. Congratulations, Ronsdale, Royal Knight, and Bismarck. 1, 2, and 3. Let us see what's going to happen with the raffle now. We will raffle it off. And then...
We're going to have to talk a little bit, because first I got to wait for the tournament to show up in the things, and then I got to copy all the results over and stuff.
Okay, so I gotta talk just a little bit. Which is fine. Let's see what do I have yet to talk about. We're going to be doing all sorts of really fun stuff in 2021, and I will have a few events planned for the events calendar on dailychessmusings.com shortly. Most of our events, if not all so far, have been free of charge, and because I want to brighten up a otherwise dreary time. Lily, you're pushing on the chair a little bit. And Lily, you can flip the light on.
Okay. Wait for you to ask.
There, we have light. That might help Megan go a little bit better with her tabulations. She's entering all the stuff, giving everybody their raffle tickets. Then we will be doing a random drawing. And then I'm going to go take it easy and enjoy some pizza and watch a countdown to New Year's. Willy Wonka's on TV. That's good. Which one is it? The old one or the new one? The old one. The one I really like. Yep. The new one's good too. Don't get me wrong. I like them both, but the old one's the stuff I grew up on. So there's Lily saying hi. I can move off of this screen now and look over here. Hi, Lily. Yep, she says, finally. Thank you, everybody, again for hanging out with us tonight. I am tired now.
Me too.
I can't wait to give you the results of our raffle. See who wins these $30 gift cards. I'm going to give away 10 of them. This is what happens when you drink. You eventually crash if you're drinking so much coffee. And I'm hitting that crash level. There's only so much energy you can get from caffeine.
Ed.
But I kind of planned it so I'd crash at 7 p.m. And it's about that time, 7 p.m. Pacific time. Hey, that's great, Royal Knight. We did feature you, by the way. I did get one of your games featured. It was a good one. Thank you, Daniel Smith. Happy New Year to you too. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I've been doing this kind of stuff for years in the areas that I live, but since everything is virtual these days because of
COVID-19.
yeah, the social distancing, it makes sense that Chess would. I mean, all the ingredients were there already. All the ingredients were on the table. As far as chess.com, as far as Google Forms, as far as YouTube, all the ingredients were there. We just needed a big disruption to make remote chess this popular and bring it to the masses. And sadly, we had a big disruption that was not a pleasant one, but for every negative in life, there is some positive. It's like a chess move. We can't play over the board chess right now, but I'm getting to meet a whole bunch more of you guys online than I would have otherwise. You're very welcome, Shri Shake. Yep. Should be done soon. 10 people will win. Possibly. We will give away 10 prizes. Like I said, maybe somebody wins more than once. That could happen. Yeah, I'm very sorry about losing. You know, I've had that happen to me too. I'm not going to blast my internet provider, but man, sometimes late at night I'm playing speed chess, 30-second chess late at night, just chilling out before I go to sleep, and the internet slows down randomly and you automatically lose. What are your chances? I don't know. You would need to know the total number of raffle tickets and then put on top of that as the numerator the total number of tickets you won. And that would be your chances of winning. Raffle will start very soon. Megan is quickly doing the stuff. Quickly. So what's everybody's plans for tomorrow? I'm going to sleep in late. That's what my plan is. I don't know if my little boy's going to let that happen, though. Sometimes he has plans of his own. Earlier this week during camp, he just suddenly decided, oh, I have to go to the bathroom like at 4:30 in the morning, and then stayed awake. He's 3. Some of you saw him. His name's Leo. The nice young lady who's just staying next to me is Liliana. My other daughter, Rosalea, appears every once in a while. And my wife, Megan, is constantly working behind the scenes to make everything run smooth. And sometimes Lola even shows up. I wonder where Lola is. Lola! Lola! I can probably get Lola on camera. She's my dog.
She's been on camera before.
Has she?
Yeah.
Oh, in the one, yeah, the en passant video. If you watch the en passant video, Lola! Come here. People want to see you. Lola!
Here she comes.
Here comes Lola. Hi! Pop up! Oh, there's Lola. There's a good dog. There's a good dog. Yeah. Such a good dog. Sometimes when you hear a jingle...
Like that?
Yeah, sometimes when you hear a jingle, you are hearing a Lola running around. Yep. Hi, Lola. Hi, Lola. Hi. Yeah, you're a good dog. You are. Sometimes if you see me reaching off camera for something, it's because she came to say hi.
She's cute.
Tomorrow is Calvin's birthday. Awesome.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Calvin. Yeah, you're a good dog, Lola. You are. Sadly, we won't be taking her for an excursion this evening. That is a fancy word for the WALK because she knows a lot of vocabulary. I don't want to get her excited.
Like love.
Because our neighbors may be setting off fireworks. And we don't want to lose our dog. We don't. We don't want to lose our dog. No.
She is strong.
She is very strong.
We have to use like a rope climbing leash
Yeah.
on her.
Yeah. It's like what do you call that stuff? That I can turn my no, I won't actually.
Almost done.
She's almost done. A bungee. Yeah, it's like a bungee cord leash.
Well, except it's not elastic.
It is.
It's not elastic. It's rope, like a red rope.
Well, it's very strong. That's for sure. It's very sturdy, and we put a harness around her shoulders and her chest because, yeah.
She looks good in mud.
Raffle's going to start very short, Megana. Very shortly.
Megana?
Yeah.
Lola, did you do something?
In fact, Megan's printing it out right now. I hear a printer going.
I'm like,
Lola hears the printer going. She's very excited. It spit out a piece of paper. And let's see. So it doesn't matter which order I read these off in.
They're all the same prize.
They're all the same prize. So congratulations to these players. Nandanja 644. Nandanja 644. Nandanj 644. You got a $30 gift card.
Lola's in here.
Gry Rules, GRYRULES. You got a $30 gift card. Deborah 813. You got a $30 gift card. Dark Knight DK14 also got a $30 gift card. Robino Dude, you got a $30 gift card. Savit Varanwal, you got a $30 gift card. Red 900 got a $30 gift card. Chess for 107 got a $30 gift card. Sengupta 17 got a $30 gift card. And finally, Shivan Saxena got a $30 gift card. So again, we've got Nandan J644, Gry Rules, Deborah 813, Dark Knight DK14, Robin No Dude, ROBYNODUDE, Savit Baranwal, Red 900, Chess for 107, Sengupta 17, and Shivan Saxena. You are the lucky winners in tonight's raffle. You all get $30 gift cards. It was an absolute pleasure. I hope you had a good time. If you were one of the winners, go ahead and send an email to dailychessmusings@gmail.com. dailychessmusings@gmail.com. And we will process your gift card for you tomorrow. So you can go shopping. If you didn't win this time, maybe next time. Even if you didn't win though, you got to hang out and play chess and have fun, and it was fun. So this is Chris Torres. I am signing off from our final free event of December 2020. The next time I see you guys,
It will be next
it
year.
will be next year. Thank you very much, and have a great finish to 2020. Talk to you guys later.
Can't wait to get pizza.
Go make sure the...
Okay.
See you guys later.
Leo.